It's a very beautiful evening here at the farm. I've been putting the formulas. I want all of us to learn how to formulate our own feeds at our farms, because if we want to be successful in poultry farming, we have to learn how to mix our feeds. We have to learn how to formulate these feeds. And I've been talking about feeds. I first talked about all the stages that we have, that is pre-starter, the starter stage, the grower stage, the developer. And then later we talked about how to formulate feeds using the local materials. So if you haven't watched that video and you want to be using local materials to mix your feeds, you can go after watching this video, you go and watch that video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you all the feeding formulas using the concentrate from the pre-starter stage up to the layer 2 stage. So please watch this video up to the end if you want to learn all these feeding formulas for layers. If you're new on this channel, I'm called Lilian and this is Kevala Farm, and I'm so passionate about poultry farming. That's why I left my job and came to do this poultry farming as my full-time job. So please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't. Be sure that you're going to get all the knowledge about poultry farming. So let's just go into the feeding formulas. So the first stage is the pre-starter stage. And at this stage, as we've said, when you bring your chicks at your farm, you first feed them with pellets. Pellets, it's a complete meal. You don't need to mix. So from 0, that is when you bring your chicks, up to 7 days, we give our chicken pellets. So this is our first stage, and then from this stage we go to the starter stage. And at this stage, this is from 1 week, because from 0 to 7, that is 1 week. So from 1 week up to 6 weeks, at this stage we are supposed to start mixing our feeds, and I'm going to just write here the formula. I made a video explaining all these stages from the pre-starter stage up to the layer 2 stage. So I don't need to repeat myself by explaining. I just need to write the ratios. But at this starter stage, we are supposed to be feeding our chicken with broiler feeds. So here the concentrate, so this concentrate is supposed to be for broiler. When you're buying this concentrate, you have to be keen and make sure that on that concentrate it is labeled broiler. So, and it is always broiler, then it is 35/30%. This is how it is supposed to be labeled. So the others, we have this concentrate. So this is the feeding formula at the starter stage. We have the concentrate, And then we have maize broken 30 kilograms, maize bran 37.5 kilograms. At this stage, you're not supposed to give lime. If anyone gives you a formula whereby at this stage they've put for you lime, just know that that formula is wrong. We are not supposed to give lime at this stage. Then from the starter stage, we go to the grower stage. Then from the grower stage, we go to the developer stage. I've combined those two, the grower and the developer. Because the difference is very small, it is almost the same. So at these two stages, I always feed the same feeds without changing. And this stage is from 7 weeks. Is from 7 weeks up to 17 weeks. We give our chicks broiler feeds up to 6 weeks. So that's from the 7th weeks, we are supposed to start mixing the layer feeds. And at this stage, when we say the layer feeds, what differentiates it from the broiler feeds is the concentrate. So at this stage, the concentrate is supposed to be the layer concentrate. When you're buying that concentrate, it is supposed to be labeled as the layer concentrate. And this concentrate in all these formulas that I'm going to give, the concentrate we are using is the concentrate 20%. Remember, I told you that we have concentrate 20%, concentrate 10%, and 5%, and all these percentages have different formulas. But in this case, I'm giving formulas for concentrate 20%. So we have 20% broken. Then we have lime and sunflower. Lime, CV, sunflower, silver, maize bran, maize broken 50, a total of 250. Remember, I told you the feeding formulas which I use are always cheap, and they are standard formulas which are going to give you higher percentages of production. When you use these formulas which I'm giving you here, you will be able to hit 90% and above for at least 5 months. First 5 months. Yeah, you're supposed to be getting 90% and above. And when you look into my formula here, you can realize that the maize bran is 140 kilograms, and then the maize broken is 50 kilograms. This makes this formula cheaper because maize broken is always more expensive than bran. And remember, we said that if you cannot get the maize bran or the maize broken, you can substitute this with wheat bran or wheat broken. So from the developer stage, we go to the pre-layer stage. Pre-layer. And this stage is from 18 weeks up to 20 weeks. 20 weeks. So here we are preparing our chicken to start laying. And normally, if you have done the right thing, your chicken are supposed to start laying from 18 weeks. So at this stage, we believe that the chicken will start giving you eggs, will start dropping their first eggs. So it is from 18 weeks up to 20 weeks. And concentrate, we give 50. Maize broken, 43. Brand. And lime 20. Lime 20. Sunflower, total of 250. So at this stage we have the lime keeps on increasing, because at this stage the chicken have started laying, and they need lime to strengthen the bones, and also to strengthen the shells, the egg shells, and also it helps the eggs to mature. So that's why here the lime has increased. So still, as you can see in my formula, we have the brand, which is 130, and also broken, which is 43, which makes still this formula to be cheap. So now from this stage, now we go to the layer stage. Layer 1 stage, and this is from 20 weeks it is from 21 weeks up to 45 weeks. And as we said in our previous videos, you're supposed to change to this formula when your birds have laid 5% of production. So when the birds have reached 5% of production, it means that they have developed fully. They are now just remaining to eat, and then they produce eggs to eat, and then they just give you eggs. So before your birds reach 5% of production, don't change to this formula. Change to this formula when your birds have given you 5% of production. So the concentrate, lime, we have 20. The layer 1 stage, lime 22. Brand 129. Maize broken 49. Concentrate 50. So when we reach this stage, we completely eliminate the sunflower. That is why in my feeding formula I only use these products, which is the concentrate, maize broken, and maize brand, and lime. Lime, if you don't have lime, you can use the shells. And in my case, shells work better for me. They are more expensive than lime, but they work more well for me. So still, as you can see, the brand is more than broken, which makes this formula still cheap. So we go to layer 2. So when our birds have reached 45 weeks, we believe that the birds have started growing old. So we need to change their feeding formula. It is from 45 weeks up to when you feel you cannot stay with the birds anymore and you need to offlay them. So the formula is the layer 2 stage, lime 24, maize broken 48, maize bran 128, then concentrate 50. So you can notice that in this layer 2 stage, the difference is very small. We just reduced on the broken, and we also reduced on the brand, and we increased on the shells. So at this stage, the chicken need more calcium to be able to produce the eggs, to formulate the eggs. So that is the only small change that happens. But that small change can help you to reduce on the cost of production. Because normally at this stage, when you do those changes, the cost of production changes. It actually reduces because you have reduced on the broken and you have also reduced on the brand, and then you only increased on the shells, and the shells, the cost of shells is always so low. It's always very small compared to broken and brand. And most people, they don't change to this stage. Most farmers stay at the other layer 1 stage. But in my case, I change to this stage because when you change, you can see the change in the cost of production. So those are our feeding formulas when you're using concentrate 20% from the beginning up to the end. I hope this knowledge is going to help us, especially most of you who have been asking me the feeding formulas. I hope I'm not going to receive those questions anymore because of this video. And in the coming video, I'm going to be giving you all the formulas for those who want to use concentrate 10% and also concentrate 5%. I'm going to combine all of them, and I put all of those formulas in one video. So if you like the video, please like it and share it with other farmers, all friends and family, those who want to begin poultry farming. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to this channel. Let's move this channel up to 50k subscribers. So thank you so much for watching me. Bye bye. Let me see you in my next video.